Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about 5 skills that you must develop in order to build a successful house. 5 important skills that you must have if you want to build a house within the time and within the budget. So I'm going to look at these skills in detail so that you can get some insights and you can understand what it means to build a house. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. So without wasting too much time, I want to go direct to the 5 skills. So the first skill you need to build a successful house, number 1, is planning. Planning is a very important skill. If you fail to plan for your house, you plan to fail. You've seen so many cases of people starting construction projects. Somebody started building a house and he spent like 10 years without completing that particular project. And this can be due to so many factors. Construction work has so many risks. So many things can happen in the course of building a house. And this can lead to delays, or even it can lead to your project stopping. So ensure that you plan. Planning is a skill that is acquired. You should learn how to plan your project, starting from the design, implementation, and how you're going to complete that project. You should plan on how you're going to get a builder, how you are going to communicate with that builder, how you are going to get financing for your house, and so on. So planning is everything. If you want to succeed in building a house, you must plan and start planning early enough. Another important skill number 2, if you want to build a house successfully, you need to do what we call research. Research is the ability to find information, evaluate that information, and make meaning of that information. When you're building a house, you should start researching which one is going to be the best site for your house. Does that site has utilities like electricity? Does it have water? Because those things will impact on the cost of that particular project. You should also do research on who is the builder that you are going to contract. Okay, what are some of the reviews of that builder? I've had a case where somebody hired a builder and he took a very long time because some builders have so many projects that are running. Imagine somebody having 50 houses. Such a person communicating is even a problem. So when you are doing research, you are able to find who is the best builder. What are some of the characteristics of a good builder that I should be looking out before I select a builder for my work? Then you will also need to do research about the materials that you are going to use for that construction work. Which materials do you want to use to build your house? In Kenya, we have people who are using bricks, we have people who are using machine cut stones, we have people who are using precast blocks, and so many other materials. So you need to do research on that. Another important skill that you need to develop if you want to build a house successfully is the skill of collaborating. You should learn how to collaborate with the different stakeholders when you are building a house. Collaboration will give you insights. For example, when you collaborate with people who are building, who have already built, people who are already in the process of people who are at different stages of construction work, they can give you access to some information that people who are not building have. For example, when it comes to sourcing materials for your house, people who have experience, people who have already built their houses to completion will give you some advice on how to and where to you can get your materials at affordable price, and they should also be of good quality. So it is very important to learn how to collaborate with different people. Some people will even give you advice on how you can manage your workers. For example, me, I got very good advice from collaborating with somebody I found at the site, and he was giving me very good tips on how to bargain and how to pay the workers with the minimal risks. So collaboration is an important skill when you're building a house. Another important skill, number 4, is you have to learn how to budget. If you want to complete your project within the specified time, you have to learn how to do budgeting. Budgeting is required at all the steps of the construction process. You are going to budget for materials, and you are going to budget for labor. You are going to budget for any other costs that are associated with that project. For example, when you are budgeting, when you are planning to obtain permits for your house, you have to plan and budget for those particular costs. When you are planning to maybe host a party once your house is completed, and that could also be another important aspect that you need in order to build a successful house. Another skill, number 5, when you're building a house, you need to learn how to communicate. Building a house involves people, and people require communication. Communication will be required at all stages. When you are planning to build a house, you are going to call your architect, you are going to call your builder and have a discussion and show that particular person what you want for your house. It is going, this is your house, you know exactly what you want. So the faster you understand how to communicate with these stakeholders, the better the chances that your project will be completed as per your desires. Communication is done in different forms. There are people you will give calls, there are people you will send emails, there are people you will talk to verbally. For example, when you are working at a construction site, in my past video I talked about a guy who was fired from the construction site because of being arrogant in the way he was communicating. He was talking with the workmate, with the colleague, and the way he was talking to the boss. So communication at the construction site is very important. It also helps to minimize some of the risks. For example, if you don't communicate properly with the subcontractors, somebody will just overcharge you because you did not take time to discuss about the payment. You simply were referred to somebody, and then you tell the guy, you come and do the work, you will be paid. Okay, so maybe the guy was fixing a granite block. Okay, you are just given a referral. This guy is a very good fundi. In Kenya we call them fundi. This guy is a very good fundi for doing the granite, installing the granite block. So if you don't discuss with that guy, the guy will come and maybe instead of charging you $30, the guy will charge you $100 because you never took time to discuss the amount that is supposed to be paid for that work. The same applies to the builder. There's a way you can talk with the builder and communicate effectively to ensure that you don't have disagreements during the process of implementing the project. And the communication is very, 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 very important in this particular process. So in summary, I've talked about the 5 skills that you need to develop if you want your house to be completed within the specified, the desired time, and within the costs that you can afford, or the cost that you are willing to put to that particular project. So I thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing. On my channel, we keep sharing insights and experiences about construction. Currently, I'm focusing on construction because it's an interesting area. Each one and every person has a dream of building a home at one point in your life. So you can also share this video with your friends, and I'm looking forward to hearing from people in different countries. If you are in a developed country like in the United States, you can kindly share how do you approach the aspect of building a house. Is it the same case that like we do in developing countries like Kenya? So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.